How's it going, Kaiju fans? Today we're just going to be talking about basically all of the recent Kong Skull Island news and information, just to kind of put it all together in one video, instead of just making a bunch of separate ones as the news came out. I figured this would probably be the easiest thing because I knew we'd be getting a lot of information in a pretty short amount of time because of how close we are to the movie. So this is just going to kind of sum things up. First of all, would be wondering what the confirmed after credits scene for Kong Skull Island would be, if it's for Godzilla 2 or if it's for Kong vs. Godzilla. Second thing would be the basically almost confirmed Toho monsters in Kong Skull Island, at least as references, if not actual like physical manifestations, because of the confirmed statement in the credit sequence at the end of Kong Skull Island, reading characters of Godzilla, King Ghidorah, and Mothra created and owned by TOHO Co. Ltd. Basically giving ownership to them as they appear in the movie, if they actually do appear. Maybe that's in the after credits sequence, or if they're just referenced in the movie. Maybe since Monarch is established when Godzilla emerges in 54, and that's why they're a main focal point of this movie. Maybe when John Goodman's character, who's the basic Monarch scientist on the scene, is explaining what actually he does, what his job is, what his corporation's doing when, things start to go bad on the island, to the other characters. If he explains what he does by talking about Godzilla and these other monsters, basically naming them off, Rodan, Mothra, Ghidorah, if they already know they exist, if Monarch knows they exist and they've been studying them and they just haven't been causing issues yet or have been awakened yet at this point, basically having another hint towards Godzilla 2 by establishing their names and letting you know that Monarch knows that they exist. Those are my only two ideas on how they could be brought about, unless they just do random cameos like the whole Mothra thing from the 2014 Godzilla movie. But I don't know if you'd have to use the statement of being owned by Toho Co. just for something simple as that, but we'll see. We're not too far away. March 10th is not that far away, so we'll see then. And especially about the after credits sequence, that's pretty exciting stuff right there. Next would be Kong's size. I think they said that he's been confirmed to be about 31 meters, so about 100 feet tall. So he is about 1/3 the size of Godzilla officially. And they also specifically state that Kong is a kid or young in this movie, confirmed, and that basically the reason he's killing the skull crawlers is because the skull crawlers killed his parents, so it's kind of like a personal vendetta against them, and that's why he's fighting them. And that also explains, what did I call it? Oh, the Kong boneyard that we've been seeing in the trailers, with the desert full of the skull crawlers with all of the Kong skeletons in it. Those could be skeletons of other Kongs, or they could be Kong's parents that were killed by the skull crawlers. So that might be explanation for that, and whether or not he's the last one is yet to be seen, or if there may be other survivors on the island. He's probably going to be the last one, just to make him special in his own way. Next, we have the official names of the spider and the big water buffalo. The spider is called the bamboo spider. It's basically just said that it resides in the bamboo forest of Skull Island. Its legs blend in well with the trees, and that it hunts using a iron-strong web. Pretty simple. And the buffalo is referred to as the skeleton buffalo, and basically it's peaceful and can, I think it said, survive underwater for 3 days. I don't think the buffalo is going to be a problem. I think he's just going to show up and be there as kind of like, ooh, another creature. The spider is definitely going to be an issue for the soldiers, but I think it's too small to actually affect Kong in any way. But those are some pretty cool names. I mean, bamboo spiders, whatever, but the skeleton buffalo kind of fits with the skull crawler and things like that kind of naming system they're going on with here. Last thing I want to talk about is for Kong versus Godzilla in the future. If maybe the reason Kong wants to fight Godzilla is because he thinks he has some kind of relation to the Skullcrawlers, just being a big lizard, maybe he thinks that he has some kind of relation, and that is why he wants to fight, is because of basically avenging his parents. But clearly Godzilla had nothing to do with it as far as we know, or else he would be in the movie. But all will be revealed in time, but that's basically just an idea that maybe he wants to fight because of him being another prehistoric reptile, and he might have some kind of relation to the Skullcrawlers. But who knows? That's basically it for this video, just kind of covering a bunch of the little bits of news that we've gotten over the past week or two. And honestly, we're not too far away from Kong Skull Island. It's definitely going to be exciting to see what we get at the end of the movie, the cameos, all the things like that, the conclusion, and how it all ties together in the Monsterverse coming up. But hey, it's been me, and if you enjoyed the video, I'd appreciate it if you gave it a like, and I'll see you in the next one.